Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. While Jon Rahm prepping for the BMW Championship and the Rahm family continues to grow. Jon announced the birth of his second son before the beginning of the FedExCup playoffs. Nico Cahill Rahm was welcomed to the world on August 5th, healthy and happy. You see some family photos there with Jon and his wife, Kelly. Congratulations to them. So a big year for Jon Rahm off the course, trying to get back on track a bit on the course. He finished second to Cam Smith at the Tournament of Champions back in January, sniffed around the top of the leaderboard at the Farmers Insurance Open before finishing tied for third. So Rahm now getting ready for the second leg of the playoffs, and it's a format he's not necessarily happy with.
My goal is to finish as high as possible on the leaderboard. I play to win, and if not, I'm going to try to finish second, if not third, and so on, right? 30th is better than 31st. That's simple as that, right? So my mindset doesn't really change. I know the consequences could be greater if going into next week, if you miss a shot or not, but you can't be down the stretch thinking, oh, if I don't make a birdie, I'm gonna be in 17th place next week, because this is not, what you do, that is a consequence of what you do on the golf course. So just focus to choose on what I have to do at the moment.
You have a pretty good understanding that this is just the way it's going to work. The best score doesn't win, or you could have a one.
I think I've made my position on that clear in the past. I don't think it's the best system.
Do you have a solution?
You don't get to the Super Bowl and the team with a better record starts with a 2-touchdown advantage. I think it's absolutely ludicrous, but it's the best choice we have right now.
Hang on, sorry, get the microphone.
Or Djokovic didn't have a one-set advantage over Kyrgios at Wimbledon. But I understand that's how the playoffs are made. I understand it's easier for the viewers and for us to know what's going on. Because I've spoken to past champions, and sometimes they would be on 16 and they didn't know. Like, oh, if I make one birdie, I win the FedExCup. If not, this can happen. It was a bit confusing. So I understand that aspect of it, but it's a bit odd that you just are given certain. I've said it a couple of times before, but I think it's good for what we have right now. I don't know what the solution is.
Well, just in that vein, you make the Super Bowl, and you start on level pegging. If you went in number 1 and number 31 starting at scratch, you would be okay with that as the winner of the FedExCup?
No matter what, you have to accept it. It's what it is.
I mean, but if you're saying, is that what you're suggesting, that everyone there starts level, just get there and then it's level playing?
Oh God, no.
No?
No. No. Listen, I've been told different things. One of the main things is, if the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl and they don't win the Super Bowl. And I'm like, my response is always, they finish second. I think it's ludicrous, again, that you can win every event of the year until that point. You have a bad week and you can finish 30th. I don't think that's fair, but it is what it is.
All right, so Jon Rahm with a late Thursday tee time in Delaware, teeing off at 2:20 p.m. alongside another 2021 major champ, Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki did withdraw from last week's FedEx Championship with a neck injury. Well, another player looking to jump up the standings this week, US Open champion Matt Fitzpatrick has been at or near the top of leaderboards all season long. 10 top 10 finishes in this year alone, including a tie for 5th last week in Memphis. And going back to 2021, Fitzpatrick finished tied for 2nd at the DP World Tour Championship, the season-ending event on the DP World Tour. So a lot was made after the US Open about the extra speed and distance that he's picked up this year, and he talked about that earlier today.
The speed thing, I've known it for a long time that I needed to, it was always something we're trying to improve on. How we went about it was we never really had a clear plan as we have done now. So it was kind of getting better just because I was maturing and getting stronger just generally, but it wasn't, improving fast. This year I feel like it kind of something just clicked and it improved really fast. I've been working on using the stack since end of 2020, so it's been thereabouts. I sort of had an off period in the summer last year, and coincidentally my driving literally went down. Not only hit it shorter again, but my performance, I wasn't hitting it straight either, so then got back on it, started hitting it better, so that was a big thing. And then in terms of the gym stuff, I hired my trainer Matt Roberts in 2000. I think first season that we worked together was 2018. And since then, like, the big thing that I've felt whilst training with him is I just felt more athletic, just generically strong, rather than, you know, we don't really do golf specific stuff. It's you know, it's just about being strong and being able to obviously be strong enough to cope with the speed that you're going through, and sort of we built a really good foundation, if you like, in the off season last year. From December all the way through to January, I had the whole of January off. It gave me 4 really good weeks to sort of make some progress and get stronger, and basically, like I say, build the foundation for the rest of the season.
I just wanted you to quantify, when we come to a new course that we haven't played at all, how easy or not easy it is for you guys as top-level elite golfers to pick it up in the 2 days that you practice.
I think it varies. I've played golf courses that I've not played before and had good results, and likewise around golf courses and had bad ones. So I wouldn't really say. To me, it goes back to, you know, whether it suits your eye, whether it suits your game. You know, this golf course is probably going to suit certain people over others this week, and I've not played it yet, so I don't know who. But I think for me, the golf courses that I've played blind before and done well around, I look back and there's not really many holes that sort of intimidate me, or I feel uncomfortable on, and I think that's a big factor. Is you know, it's just how you see the shots on the golf course and how you feel over it as to whether you're going to play well or not.
Is there any part that's hard to accept, that if Sepp had won last week, he would have gone to, I think, 2 from starting at around 41 or 42 after this big year that Scotty's had, etc. Can you accept that okay?
It's funny. My coach literally texted me that exact scenario. He said he can't believe that he's ahead of me.
He's 8. That's right. Yeah.
And I can accept it, because I've had a great season, and my reply was that I won the US Open, so I'm happy. Like, that's fine. But it is difficult. In my personal opinion, I think I was laughing last year at the scenario that Colin had such a fantastic season and he finished outside the top 20 or something on the FedEx. So, yeah. And to me, that's like unfair. And then likewise this year, Scotty's won 4 times, Cam's won 3 times, and those 7 events aren't like small events. They're some of the best events in the world, and they're behind Will now. And again, not taking it away from Will, but I just think it's a bit too much. Like, those, in my opinion, those 2 should be kind of running away with it, and it's kind of a 2-horse race. And now there's more people in the mix, which I get. That's the whole point. The playoffs, it's exciting, but as a player, when you've worked hard all season to then not be rewarded for, you know, the whole season performance, it's a tough one.
Well, Matthew Fitzpatrick with the second latest tee time on Thursday, 2:50 p.m. Eastern. He'll be playing alongside Rookie of the Year favourite Cameron Young. Young coming off that tie for 31st in Memphis last week. Well, thanks for watching. As always, this is your Golf Central update.